All right, what's up guys, Survival Living here. So today I've got a fire video for you. You know, I see all kind of comments and some are good ideas and things like that. This is dryer lint. You know, when I do videos on ferrocerium rods, fire plugs, Vaseline and cotton pads, I see the comments, all I ever do is take dryer lint, shove in a toilet paper roll and pour wax on it, and that's my fire starter. I'm here to tell you that is not always the best idea, and I know people's going to get bent out of shape at me because they watched a YouTuber 10 years ago that did that and they think it's a genius idea because it doesn't cost them money to make. And that's fine. There's a lot of products out there, there's a lot of ideas you can do that doesn't cost you any money. I'm telling you right now, dryer lint out in the field is not always the best option, mainly because moisture. When this gets humidity in it and moisture, it's worthless. All right, and if you put all your fire preparedness thoughts on just that, well, you pretty much screwed yourself. Now we got that there. Now that stuff does burn very well, don't get me wrong. All right, I have a ferrocerium rod here. This actually was sent to us by a crafty veteran. It's got a deer antler on top here, very nice. Get the paint off my ferrocerium rod. This thing's brand new. Get some of this dryer lint out here, and it does burn. All right, when it's dry, it's not going to burn very well as soon as moisture hits it. This stuff's sitting on the ground right now. I'm in Florida. Moisture is not your friend. Humidity is really bad here. So using this only as a way of creating fire, in my opinion, is not really being prepared, because too much can happen to this as far as water, humidity, and then you're just done. You have no other way of creating fire if that was your go-to. This here is a bird's nest. It's not an actual bird's nest. It's made out of dry grass, cedar bark, some type of string. I don't know what that is. I picked it up off something. Anyway, usually I make these when we do bow drills. There should be a pop-up there for you on a bow drill. All right, you drop your coal in. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this down. We're going to get our ferrocerium rod out. Now I've done this with magnesium fire starters all the time, scraping off the magnesium. Ferrocerium rod, it can get wet. It's still going to strike. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get this started, guys. Got the ferrocerium rod here. I'm going to superheat this up. There we go. Woo, that got hot. It's a bird's nest. Ferrocerium rod. This thing can get soaked all day long. I've done videos, should be a pop-up there for you guys. Wet conditions with this. Actually, I poured 5 gallons of water all over my wood. Showed how to get down to dry material inside the wood. So, this has always been one of my go-to, is a ferrocerium rod. What we have here is a Vaseline pack. It's got cotton. You can use cotton balls. Personally, I get those makeup pads. Yeah, I stole my wife's makeup pad. Put Vaseline on it, and that's what I usually use. It's waterproof because of all the Vaseline. Works very well. Kind of shred it up a little bit. And my finger's got Vaseline all over it. And one of the worst things in the world you could ever do is put down your knife and not remember where you put it. And ooh, we have fire. I don't feel like picking up that other end because it's hot. There we go. That is hot. Vaseline pads work very well. That is cost and effective. Pads are not expensive, and neither is Vaseline. Now here's a product. We are affiliated with Bigfoot Bushcraft. Our friend Jeff, he's a member here on the channel. He helped me out with extra supplies and stuff when we went down to Fort Myers for hurricane relief aid. He gave me some of these fire plugs from a different company. and I've never tried them out yet. So I'm gonna break them up. That's what you usually do, break them apart. You set them down. Now with Bigfoot Bushcraft, you strike it and she usually takes off just fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to do the same thing here. Yes, same thing, work just fine. As far as the fire plug, there it is. So it works pretty good. Again though, this is not Bigfoot Bushcraft. We are affiliated with Bigfoot Bushcraft. Theirs are a purple tint, and these here, well, this one here went out. See if I can get it started again. That seems to work. These are the type of supplies I keep in my kit. I don't rely on just one thing, and that's another thing. Please don't ever rely on just one thing, and don't just rely on dryer lint. Have multiple ways of starting fires. Do I keep a Bic lighter in my kit? Actually, I carry two. I keep flint and steel. I keep char cloth. I keep Bigfoot Bushcraft fire plugs. I keep Vaseline pads. I keep a ferrocerium rod. I keep a magnifying lens, a convex lens. I keep striking aware matches. I keep waterproof matches. I keep fire cord. I keep a lot of supplies inside my fire kits. That way I have not just one or two ways of creating fire. I have 9 to 12 ways of creating fire. That's being prepared. And yes, I know most bushcrafters and stuff, they won't bring this stuff with them, and that's fine. I'm a prepper. I believe that you need to be learning outdoor survival skills. I never claimed to be a bushcrafter. I've taken a lot of bushcraft courses, but I'm mainly taking survival courses, mainly because I believe in pushing my body as much as possible, because when shit hits the fan, you're going to need to push yourself beyond those limits. And that's why I always tell people to be out there practicing, always putting yourself out there, because when the time comes, are you really prepared for it? And the only way to know is to do mocked up drill exercises. Go take a vacation, but this time don't go to Miami or Fort Lauderdale or wherever, you know, Disney World. Go take your 5-day vacation trip out to the woods and don't take very many supplies with you. See how well everything works out. I recommend trying that. Anyway guys, definitely appreciate you hanging out with me. I want to discuss this because I'm seeing more and more of this again, is the dryer lint. Dryer lint has one good function: in a controlled environment, nice and dry, no humidity, no moisture. Yes, dryer lint works great. And you're going to need a lighter to light it if you're using wax. But if you don't have a lighter, good luck with that one. All right guys, definitely appreciate it. Speak to y'all later.